Here I am again, folks. Angelo Lambropoulos, Director of Lambros Realty, with the March 2021 property market update here for Cherrybrook. I'll get straight into it. So for the month of March 2021, there's been 21 registered home sales with a median price at $2,085,000, which is staggering. Cherrybrook's now a $2 million suburb. The highest sale sitting at $2,411,000, and the average days on market sitting at 23. So very low there. You can see how hot the market is. Now, if we compare this to March 2020, now keeping in mind this is when the coronavirus lockdowns were introduced, there were 9 registered home sales with a median price of $1,588,000. The highest sale price being $1,950,000, and the average days on market was still the same at 23. So just to give you an idea, in I guess the most, well, aside from the price, but another very impressive statistic here is that if we look at the sales volumes at 21 for the month of March, that's actually the highest sales volumes we've had in 17 months here in Cherrybrook, which was 25 registered home sales, and that was back in October 2019, right? And back then the median price was sitting at $1,535,000, and there was sort of an average of 20 homes listed for sale at that point in time. And I guess the spike at that point, and I guess the real buzz was the consumer confidence post federal election. So there was a real buzz in and around that. So, if we look at where we're sitting at the moment, I wouldn't say we've properly recovered from the coronavirus pandemic. There's now, lockdowns in Brisbane and, talks of potential cases in New South Wales and whatnot. So we're not exactly out of the woods yet, but as you can see, the market is very resilient. So yeah, that's another little thing I wanted to point out there. Now, if we compare the month of March in comparison to last month, February, which was firing as well, there was an extra 5 sales this month in comparison to last month. Now, the median price is up 12.8% from February, and the median price is up 31.3% in comparison to this time last year. So it's absolutely powering and firing along. And another thing also worth mentioning, at the time of filming this video, which is today being the 1st of April, there's only 10 registered home sales. There's townhouses, duplexes and that, granted, but the data I'm presenting is based on home sales. So there's only 10 registered home sales, right? That's half of what was, well, almost half. There were 18 homes listed for sale when I did the February property market update video on March the 5th, right? So as you can see, the stock levels are very low at the moment. What this does show is even with, a spike with registered sales and double the amount of properties listed for sale, the Cherrybrook property market is handling it quite comfortably and powering along. A lot of positive momentum here, okay? So I dare say that with the registered sales sitting as low as they are now, you're not going to see the 21 registered sales like you saw in March. I don't think the sales volumes will be that high for April, but what you will see is, again, a growth in the median price. So again, it's that basic economic principle of supply meets demand, but at the moment the supply is a significant shortage, hence the reason we're seeing these whopping sales results. Just another thing, I've had a few of you reach out asking, why are stock levels so low here in Cherrybrook, especially seeing as, the sale prices, people are getting really good prices. So I think, one of the things you've got to be mindful of here is yes, homes are getting very good prices here in Cherrybrook, but it's not just Cherrybrook. These price gains and increases you're seeing happening across Sydney, right? So when it comes to transacting, people are looking at their changeover price. So a lot of them will sit there going, okay, that's great. I'll get 2.2, 2.3, whatever it may be for my home in Cherrybrook. But you know, the house I was looking at in Gladesville, for argument's sake, where you know I thought I could buy for 3.1, and I could sort of my changeover was reasonable, and I could make the move. When they're looking to do so, we're talking 4 to 5 millions over there. So this is why it's not necessarily you know, selling for a good price obviously means you're going to be paying a premium. So a lot of the time, and contrary to what people may think, in downturn markets people don't want to sell. Well, a lot of savvy people are, right? Because what they're doing is obviously selling first, and they know they've got the buying power on the other end, right? So when they sell, if they use an extended settlement of, for argument's sake, 84 days, there's no pressure to find anything, market's correcting, they're just going to enhance their changeover price. So they may sell for 2 million, but if they're looking to, you know, to buy in Gladesville, they've got a few more options. What they were once transacting for, you know, 3 million becomes a 2.7, 2.6. So when you look at it from a relative scenario, that's essentially what it comes down to, because changeover is what you're left with. What you spend, what you make is irrelevant if you can't make any profit from it, right? And if the move's not feasible. So there's, you know, probably the crux, the big one there. And the other thing is, a lot of people, there's not much in the shape of options, right? So a lot of residents here in Cherrybrook, a lot of them are looking to downsize, and not downsize into apartments, downsize into, you know, 3-bedroom townhouses, villas, something in and around, make the sea change, whatever it may be, out towards Gosford, Central Coast. That's a common one as well. But there's not much in the shape of options, right? So that's why a lot of them are holding on and want to wait until something becomes available before they do anything. So this is the sort of thing that's keeping stock levels low. So again, that is a wrap from me. Obviously it's the Easter long weekend, so I'm wishing you all a very happy and safe Easter there. And you know, if you have any further questions or want to speak to me, you know, in regards to the property market, always welcome to call me. Angelo Lambropoulos, Director of Lambros Realty. Call me on 0294810999. You can email me on info@lambrosrealty.com.au, or visit me at the office here, being Apple Tree Shops, Cherrybrook, Shop 2, 132 Shepherds Drive, Cherrybrook, obviously. We will be closed Good Friday, Easter Sunday, and on the Monday, Easter Monday. We will be open for trade this Saturday. So thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to next month's update. Hope it's been helpful.